This video is going to be quite a bit different to my usual content. Today you get to join me on a day of visiting pest control sites with various hawks, a bit like the one I've got just here. I'll be showing you some clips with the GoPro camera I've got on there of some of the interactions and experiences I have during the day, and it's kind of a point of view of the falconer style video. So, hope you enjoy it. So I've just arrived at the first site and I'm going to just prepare myself. So I've got my fully charged battery here for the Marshall GPS. This is my transmitter, no aerial on it, don't need it. We're only using the GPS in here to track with my phone. And what I'll do is I'll turn on the pocket link. I charged all this up last night. A little dongle here. There we go. Quick sip of tea. And then what I'll do is I shall open up the app. So this is the GPS aerial Marshall GPS 6, I think. I'm going to press skip, not going to sign in right now. And it's going to instantly show me where I am. And also, it's detected that there's a transmitter. That's detected it because it's near the phone. But I'm going to wait for it to beep. And I'm going to set the right mode on it. Yeah, a bit of pest control. Last week you really did upset the pigeon and things which were sort of on the other side of the rear building there, so that's where I'll concentrate most of the flying. Currently 5 employees, but we do a lot of different stuff. We do like care home visits, school visits, flying show events, static displays, kids parties, and then the pest control is nice because 2 reasons. Like, one, from a business point of view, it's regular every week sites where it's just like a little bit of income every week, so it doesn't matter what the weather's doing, you still get to do it. And the other thing is the birds get so much flying. I mean, he's put so much muscle on doing pest control.
Did you start with pest control and get into birds, or did you start with birds and get into...
Yeah, I started with birds first. I used to work at a bird of prey centre, get through ladies, and then sort of the pest control thing I've done a little bit over the years, and it was only earlier this year we started doing it a bit more regularly. So it's his turn first, and yeah, you can see he's ready to go.
Hooded. What's that about then?
The what, sorry?
Hooded. Yeah,
so hoods on birds. So the birds of prey, they don't fear what they can hear, they fear what they can see. So a hood will keep it calm. Now traditionally, if you go back enough years, when you were going out hunting with your bird on foot or horseback, you want to keep your bird calm while you're travelling to the quarry area. So it's about travelling really, that's what hoods were really for, more than anything. Now we have transport boxes which are dark inside. They're like a giant hood. So hoods are used a little less than they used to be. Still useful, especially on falcons and preparing birds for flight. And if we're filing his beak down or something, we might put the hood on and we can just hold him and file the beak down and things like that. So we do have hoods for the hawks, but I don't use them very often. So yeah, right. I better go on with it then. So yeah, okay. Lovely. Enjoy your day. Thank you. That's one of the nice things about doing the pest control. You meet lots of different people. Right, this is how we get in. Taking a hawk to a turnstile. No problem at all. Right, what I'll do is untether him. You can hear a few crows around. I think they've spotted him already. And we will cast off in that direction. And now we can watch as he starts to upset the birds. In this case, the crows. You can see the crows there trying to mob him. Doesn't care too much. He's now flying out of sight technically, but that's okay because in this tree line along here there are quite a lot of pigeon, crows, magpies, and actually this along here is a path, so people do walk along there, members of the public. Do have fun up there. So when I walk around factories, this sort of area, I try not to fly the bird too much because there are quite a few pipes. There could be some things that are hot and things like that, but generally looks quite safe. Hello. Why do you think I'd have a bird like this on the factory? What do you think I might be doing? Don't really know. No idea. So this is pest control. You may not have heard of it. It's called falconer pest control. So I fly the bird around. and it scares away the pigeon, seagull, crows that are causing mess and problems. That's the purpose of it, yeah. He's called Maverick. Do you want to see him fly? If I send him over there, he'll just land on that roof there, I think. And then to get him back, I've got to use some food. He only eats meat, you see, so I've got some chicken for him here. And if you keep watching, there he is, he comes straight back to me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Lovely.
Thank you very much.
That's all right, have a good day. Bye-bye. So I'm going to cast him off. Hopefully he'll go right up. Yeah, you've been a bit lazy there, really, aren't you, Maverick? So here we are at the rear where most of the birds are, and we've got a whole load of seagulls, crows, mobbing my hawk. They really do not like him. They think he's going to eat their young. He probably would. And he has actually, in the process of this, scared off the pigeon as well that were currently on the rooftop. So I think most of the pigeon, which are wood pigeon, are living in these trees here anyway. And as they're so close to the rear of this factory, it's only natural that they'll fly across and then make mess on their roof. So we're going to walk a bit further down. This is the weighbridge for the lorries. How rude! 120 kilograms? You weigh at least 9 kilo though, right? Might be a slight exaggeration. Speaking of trucks, I better get out the way. Give him a thumbs up, that's great. Let him get through his tanker there. Visual stimulation for the bird is great though. So I'm going to spend the rest of the time at this venue in this central area of the site. And again, you can see how it's really upsetting the birds. It's currently on the roof right over there. It's quite a good height and quite a good distance. And if I just stand here and watch him, he will move around a bit without having to be fed. It's what we call free flying, because I don't have to pay him in food for it. But what I'll do now is I'm going to offer a leg. Yeah, he's set off over all the cars, keeping an eye on the birds as he comes in. Very good. So I'll keep this up here for another sort of 40 minutes or so, and then we'll give him a little rest and we'll move on to the next site. So we're at site number 2. A bit different. This is an indoor venue. Pop the bag on. Well, this is a bus depot. It's where they actually repair the buses and service them and fuel them and clean them and so on. What I've been doing is been charging the transmitter on here. The light's just gone off actually. Maybe it's run out, but it was charging as I was driving. So that means I can pop the battery now with a bit of recharge on it. The hawk, when I came back, decided to poo down the front of this box. But never mind, we're going to have Roland out next, our 7-year-old hawk, who's currently in here. And he's flying at about 1 pound and 9.5. You can see he's molting, there's fluff everywhere. Come on, it's your turn. Excellent. So even though this is an indoor venue, it's a good idea to have the telemetry on, because these shutters open, buses drive out, and the bird could, of course, then fly out following that bus. There we go. Right then, off he goes. And it's gone right up there. So the top here, there is a whole gantry you can walk on. It doesn't look very high, but it is actually quite high when you're up there, and it's okay. But I'm not amazing with heights, so I tend to avoid that. I will go up there if I need to. Now, when they are a little bit hormonal, it's a good idea to bring down the weight a little bit, just to make them a little bit more keen. And I've got to be honest, I didn't really do that today. I thought, well, we're indoors, we should be all right. And yet, of course, we are indoors, but there's all this, what do you call it? All these rails, pipes, the gantry walkway. There's a lot of paraphernalia up there that you can land on and get kind of lost in. You can see the netting above him. So they've put that in at some point to keep the pigeon and things out. You can see he's thinking about coming down. So now I've stopped offering the food, because if you stand there waving food about constantly, the bird's just going to think, oh well, he's not going anywhere, I can take my time. Erring on the side of caution. Right, without offering him more chicks, this is about as big as we can get. Probably will land for this one. There we go. So now he's going to eat that on my hand and make a mess of the floor, and because of that I'm going to have to put his gear back on. I've got no grips on him at all, no flying jesses, and what I don't want him to do is to fly back up for more food, so I'm going to, and he does let me do it. Now when he mantles like that, that's the natural position to hide your food, but I just need to get a jess on. There we go, that's one on there. Braided is easier, but one leather jess on, that's a good start. One with the transmitter's a fraction harder to get on. Hello there, how are you?
Alright, now it's home time.
Oh good, yeah. We're just scaring a few pigeon away.
Where's the young lad that usually comes?
He's on holiday, he's back tomorrow though.
So
Yeah, he went to Spain with his girlfriend. So I've been covering some pest control.
Yeah.
I've just had him up on the gantry.
Yeah.
And I think whether it was the noises, because it was a bit noisy a minute ago with some bits going off, or whether he's just hormonal, maybe a bit of both. Took me a while to get him down. No, it's fine. That's a bit of fluff. He's molting quite a lot as they do at this time of year. So I've had to give him a full chick to get him down, the naughty thing. You can't really tell, but the crop's here.
Yeah.
And if they're really full, it bulges out, but
Yeah,
it's a slight.
He had one and he got a pigeon.
Yes.
All right,
Oh yeah, well I was here last week and it caught one up here,
Yeah.
ate the whole thing, then still came down for me.
Yeah.
He would be, if he caught one, he'd probably sit up there all day, so so yeah.
Your own life.
Yeah, they're mine, yeah.
I'm going to say, I know he brings these things.
Well anyway, have a good day, cheers, enjoy your evening.